How are you, Street Teamers? Here, where are we? We're in Billings, Montana tonight on the Tesla tour. And your own questions for me to answer. So we'll go through a couple of them here, and then we'll probably type some out too, so you don't get too bored of me talking and talking and talking on the tiny little YouTube screen that you're looking at right now. Okay, so let's see. From Eddie in Ohio, since all three band members are in other bands besides Daybreed Band, how difficult is it to synchronize your schedules for DRB? It's not as bad as it seems, because my schedule is pretty simple. Like, even though I'm gone a lot, it's planned in advance, and I know I'm just gone for like all of April. This month I'm gone, but then I'll be home for all of May, so we can practice. You know, we can already plan out our schedule for rehearsing and book gigs and all that a few months in advance. And this DRB is all of our main project. So Josh's other band and Marco's other band, they kind of work around us and what our schedule will be. So it really actually is pretty simple, and it's great because we get to play more. And that's the one downside, is that, you know, I'm gone for a month at a time, so we get to play all the time. But still good. We make it work. Let's see. Name a musician you love to jam with on stage, also from Eddie in Ohio. Slash. It almost happened on the last Tesla leg in December in LA, but he came late and missed it, so that was too bad. Okay, let's see. Which CD do you never get tired of listening to? From Ted in Oregon. Appetite for Destruction. Pretty much always gonna love that record. Like, I can't get tired of it. That record changed my whole life. That record got me into like hard rock and taking guitar seriously and all that. Before I was into like pop, and I wanted to be New Kids on the Block and weird stuff. So yeah, exactly. So I owe a huge debt to that record. Let's see. From Hayden in California, finish this sentence. If I weren't playing music, I'd be drunk and bored. So that pretty much, I couldn't imagine not doing this. I was talking about that with someone on tour the other day. It's like, I couldn't imagine having a normal job. I mean, even when I was working day jobs all the time, I was working in record stores and rehearsal studios, giving guitar lessons. It was always like music related and kind of strange schedules. It was never like an office job. I think that's great. I think I'm not built for it. I don't know what I'd do. I'd go nuts. Let's see. From Sheldon in Nevada, when is this shitty economy going to turn around? And when does this new CD hit the streets? Well, I hope the economy will turn around very soon. But you can't really believe anything you see on the news, at least I believe, because one day they'll tell you it's turning around, next day they'll tell you it's going to be horrible for the next 10 years, so who knows. I guess you're just supposed to go spend money, and that's always a fun thing to do. That'll help, right? Well, our new CD, we're not sure when it's coming out, but we're at least going to release stuff online. We might actually press it up. We've been recording a bunch of demos. Demos turned out so well that we might actually just add a couple more tracks, mix them and master them, and release them as an actual EP, because we're really happy with the new songs. And maybe summertime. Let's see. But we're gonna keep putting them up on the MySpace, at least for limited time little runs and all that. So that'll be cool. Let's see. Yeah. Do we have any plans to tour with DRB this year in more areas of the United States? And that's from Jen in California. Yeah, definitely. We're going to be playing Southern California shows, probably up Pacific Northwest as well, Seattle, Portland, Eugene, all that kind of area. We're talking to some people about doing that right now. Nothing's in stone, but it will be up soon, whenever it is. Let's see. Do all three band members help with writing, recording, and producing DRB's music? From April in Tennessee. Yeah, definitely. A lot of the newer stuff has started from riffs that we've just jammed on in the studio at rehearsal, and it's like, oh, that's cool, and then, you know, we'll come with another part, and then come with another part, and then I'll sort of start making the vocals right there, or maybe I'll make up vocals later and put it together. And then some songs, you know, I wrote most of on my own and then brought it to the band. It kind of all varies. But even the ones where I bring them a lot, I mean, I write the bulk of it, but when I bring it to the band, it gets changed around, and then sometimes we'll change a part, or you know, Mark or Josh will come up with something better. And either way, even if it's something that doesn't get changed too much, them doing their own thing to the song really makes it our sound. You know, like if I just wrote a song on my own and put a little drum machine and played my own bass line on it, it would be pretty boring. You know, it'd be an alright song. But like with them, it's what gives us our flavor. You know, Mark was weird groove from hell, and Josh's fucking crazy ass drums. It makes us have a unique sound. So yeah, definitely, yes for all that. If you ever get hecklers while you're playing, how do you handle it? From Craig in Washington. You know, I don't think we've ever had a heckler with DRB. I've had a couple with Tesla, but nothing too bad, you know. And I've found in general, if anyone ever, you know, gives you the finger or anything weird, I always laugh. I think it's funny. Like, well, you just paid $40 to come here. Why are you flipping me off? So then I'll just keep looking at them and smiling and like play them. And by the end, they're usually going, yeah. So there's some weird psycho, I don't know what you call it, sort of thing happening there with the crowd. But luckily, we haven't gotten heckled too much. From Nicole in Denver, what advice would you give to someone who wants to pursue a musical career? Stick with it. That's the big thing, man. Persistence. You know, getting yourself out there, even if it's not totally good yet. Like, just do it. Record a demo, whatever. Play a gig. I mean, you want it to be as good as possible, but I mean, even if it's not totally 100%, I would recommend just going out there and doing it, getting more experience, more exposure, so people know you're doing it and they know you're out there. And I mean, that's a lot of people know that's how I got the Tesla gig, was through DRB's MySpace profile. And at that point, we had our old demo, which isn't even available. We used to burn them on ourselves on the computer. And you know, I mean, it's cool, but it didn't sound very good. We did it in like 8 hours. It was just a quick sort of, you know, rough in the studio sort of demo. And you know, it ended up having really good consequences. So you never know what can happen. But stick to your guns and play what you want to play too. You know, don't follow the trends just to follow the trends. You know, if you like it, go ahead, but stick with what you want to like, what you want to play.